welcome back to another stream. Let's start the action here on 100 zoom. So 2 tables here. Okay, and we get double suited aces right away. Let's keep the music going. And wow, I can actually 4-bet here my aces. Interesting. So first hand we get double suited aces and we're all in on the first hand. Okay. Can we hold in the first hand? We have aces against ace king king. That's not looking too good. We have spades. Doesn't come. Okay. So we lose the first hand. In yesterday's stream we also lost the very first hand. And here on the other table, that's not the other table. Let's show this one. We 3-bet double suited aces. And get a flop of ace 10 deuce with 2 backdoor nut flush draws. Going to c-bet for half pot. Get the fold. Okay. So here I have to change the window. We'll need a second for this. Okay. So here we are. Let's make this table bigger now. Okay. Okay, that looks good. So now, yes, everything is working. Very good. King 10 9 6. It's just a fold. On the left, I could 3-bet. But again, because he min raises, I don't want to 3-bet because the SPR will be bigger and he's actually quite tight when it comes to open raising. Now he comes full pot and he only c-bets 30%. I still call obviously with my overpair and flush draw. And on the right we flop top set once again in the 3-bet pot. Yeah. Now he bets half pot. I don't see how I can fold my hand. I mean, okay. That was not a great spot actually there on the left. Okay. So we lost our very first hand of the session. Not the best start, and the last session I also lost the very first hand. So let's see how this session goes. Against a 71% open raising range on the right, I'm 3-betting. Getting the fold is good. On the left, I call the turn bet. So it's actually quite cool that we play 4-handed here, because we pay half the rake. I mean, I know this is a ridiculous fold, but I'm still going to fold. Okay. Okay, I will play 200 zoom. Player pool is looking more interesting there. Here do we 3-bet against an MP open? Don't think we have to 3-bet this trip suit ace king king. Trying to get to showdown now. Okay, and we win. Against ace queen. Okay. Okay. We can close the first table. We get 3-bet on the left, I mean on the right table. King, Jack, 10, 7. Yeah. Just a fold. So, let's open 200 zoom here. 2 tables, let's go. The very first hand that we join the pool, we see a 3-bet and a cold call. Very nice. And ace king king 3 double suited. Very bad flop. Wait. So I'm folding here. Now I'm confused. Why can't we see? let's just close the other tables here. Ace, ace, 9, 6. Let's change here. Okay, we get 3-bet by quite an aggressive player actually. I'm going to call this hand, although it's marginal. Yeah, easy fold of course now. Ace, queen, 9 deuce. Okay. Just going to call. Here on the right table. Now I don't know if we should bet full pot here on the turn, but it can't be a big mistake. Hello Lolo and hi Tenor. Let's see, should I call here? I think I can call on the left table, but it's kind of thin. So you ask, can you talk about some crazy hands you played when you were in Vegas? I think I will make a video in the future about some of the biggest hands, because I took out my phone and started a video recording in a few of my biggest pots. So I actually have video footage on that. Meanwhile, calling a 3-bet on the right table and against the half pot size c-bet, I'm going to call. Okay, yeah, this is a very good c-bet. I think he can do this almost with his entire range. Now I do have a jack, a 9, a 10 and a 5, so I think I have to call. Now 10-9 gets there and I do block 10-9. And I can definitely value jam 10-9. Yeah, and I'm bluffing this one here. Nice, we get the fold. Great. So I'm not sure if I should talk about it now, because this will be yeah, quite interesting. But yeah, now that you ask me, I think I will do this tomorrow. I will start cutting the video, and yeah, I hope I am able to bring it out maybe on Tuesday. So yeah, this would actually be quite cool. Okay, ace queen 9 for double suited. Could be a 3-bet, could be a call. I'm not entirely sure what's better. Completely naked ace queen, no backdoors, no gut shot. I'm folding. But I mean, both in Vegas and in Texas, I played a few huge double board bump pots. So yeah, these are, yeah, I mean, the strategy of the players is very interesting in these hands, and obviously there's no like strategy out there also, like in the usual 4-card PLO. And yeah, in these double board bomb pots, you have to be extremely cautious. And yeah, I think I will definitely talk about that and how these double board bomb pots play and what my view is on those. So here on the right table, okay, I wanted to go for a check raise, but he didn't let me do it. Now I have the nut straight and a redraw. And we get there on the 6 of clubs. Unblocking the diamonds. I'm checking here. Looking to catch a bluff. And he did not want to bluff. It's fine. I mean, I don't blame him for not bluffing. I think without the club blocker, yeah, you usually don't bluff. And he has enough, I think, hands like that without with one club that he can turn into a bluff. Okay, on the right table I'm certainly going to squeeze double suited kings. Yeah, extremely naked kings now on ace queen 8. Obviously I have a very high c-bet frequency on this board, but the only thing I have is like, yeah, backdoor hearts, I guess. So that's not enough for me to c-bet here. Just giving up. And I should mark the Jack 997 that I bluffed in the beginning here. Don't know if I'm able to find it. There it is. Yeah, because of the river bluff, I think it's quite interesting there. So ace, ace, 5, 6 single suited. Welcome Jingo Nelly. Yeah, I'm back. I decided to watch a movie and the pool didn't look so great 2 hours ago, so yeah, I decided to delay the stream. But yeah, as a poker player, it's yeah, for me at least, it's difficult to like grind on the weekends because all my normal friends, they want to do something on the weekends. So yeah, I mean, that's obviously a problem for a lot of poker players, that they work at night and in the evening. So yeah, that's also true for me. So sometimes I don't grind on the weekend because like someone's having a party or something like that. Going to check back on the right table. Open raising dry aces on the left. Definitely calling this bet by my opponent. With ace queen and the jack of hearts. And I could actually hero call. But his, yeah. So I think it's, is it enough if I just call the weak flushes that I have? Probably not GTO wise. Yeah, let's just call here. Okay. Yeah, let's look this one up. I think it's a GTO call. And he was quite aggressive in a few spots. So ace queen jack 10 single suited. Going to 3-bet here on the button. Very bad flop for my range. Okay, he finds the donk, interesting. Yeah, easy fold of course. My hand. And here on the left table we have top 2. Very, very naked, so I'm going to check back. Although I could also just c-bet, but this one's like extremely naked. So you say 200 zoom isn't softer on a Sunday? Yeah, I'm not sure how this how this works with the fish and stuff. Obviously, yeah, you expect it to be better on a Sunday. Queen, Queen, 8-7 single suited is actually quite a loose open in the MP seat, I think. Against full pot, I'm folding on the right table. But yesterday in the early morning hours, it was extremely good. I mean, almost no regs. At some point, I think I was the only regular in the game. And yeah, a lot of really crazy players. King Jack 10-9 double suited is of course, oops, is of course a 3-bet. And now we turn top set on the right table. Going to start with a check. On the left, going very small. I think 1/4 pot or even smaller is fine, like 5 should be good. And now I'm going full pot on the other table. Yeah, and I think we don't need to bet very big at all on this ace-ace export. I think it's almost impossible for him to fight back there with a hand other than an ace. Ace, ace, king, queen, single. That's a pretty good hand, I would say. We get 3-bet. Actually, the and ace, ace, king, queen again. Someone clipped that. So this guy seems like quite aggro. Okay, we have an all-in here. Quite the big pot, actually. Over $200. We have 68%. Okay, he makes backdoor quads. Easy game. The good old ace-jack, ace-3 single suited. It's like slightly looser than GTO, I would say. But maybe he has some exploitative adjustments also against me. So I want to make the note on this player. But I can't find him in the replayer. Queen Jack 7-4. Going to call. Okay, we turn the stone cold nuts, but no redraw. I think full pot is the way to go. And now I have the queen high straight. I'm going to bet 1/3. Maybe he can hero call us. Okay. So I should probably sometimes call with a hand like that in theory, but yeah, players are not bluffing there, I think. Actually, he could be bluffing, but yeah, let's roll this. So 30% of the time I'm going to call here. So shit. So 0 to 2 I'm going to call. Okay, I rolled a fold. So yeah, I want to be quite cautious not to overfold too much against the 200 zoom racks. Okay, ace king 6-4 double suited. Let's pull up the challenge window here. That looks good. Yeah. Okay, we get 3-bet on the left table. We flop middle set, obviously amazing. And he bets half pot. We unblock hearts, we unblock the king. I think this is a jam. And he folds, snap folds. That's unfortunate, but yeah, I have to look this one up. I'm not sure how to play my set there in this situation. Jack 10 8 8 single suited. Out of position against two seemingly good players. Yeah, I guess almost everybody calls that kind of hand. But I think it can get me in trouble very easily. Okay, cool. Okay. 3-bet alert on the right. Jack 10 8 7 double suited on Queen 8 deuce. With 2 backdoor flush draws. Is this strong enough to stack off? I definitely want to bet it, and he folds, but wow, against the jam I would be really unsure what to do. On the other table I 3-bet as well. Ace Jack Jack 4, and on 8-4 deuce I'm just potting. Because I also get kings to fold and queens to fold, which is very good with this hand. So I think I want to pot it. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 10 single suited. I don't think it's a call on the button. A little bit too weak. Now on the left table. Let's value bet king queen. He can still have a flush draw or hand like 5, 6, 7. So I don't need to turn this into a bluff. And we win, nice. So Tanner, you said ace jack ace 3 calling a 4-bet is just a standard 3-bet call. Yeah, I think so too. You love to see it, obviously. And sometimes they make the backdoor quads, right? So yeah, on the left table we are 3-betting king, queen, queen 3 double suited. Get the snap 4-bet and easy fold. Against the 4-bet, I can look it up whether this is a 3-bet or not. 150 big blinds deep. I'm almost certain it's a 3-bet 100 big blinds deep, but okay. Ooh. Okay, this guy has been extremely aggressive out of the blinds so far. Now on this flop we cannot fight back, unfortunately. Yeah. We just have to fold this hand. Ace, king, queen, queen. On the right table, we are jamming it in pre-flop against a very aggressive guy so far. Button versus big blind. The flop is decent, not amazing of course, but yeah. We have 75%, 80%, 100. Nice. Very good. Actually his 3-bet is kinda okay. It's a little bit loose, but ace jack 8-7 single suited is close to what GTO would actually 3-bet, I think. On the right table, what you can see, of course, we 3-bet our aces. Get a call. 6 deuce deuce, very good flop for us. And we get raised. We get raised very big, in fact. So we have, I mean, not very big, but it's kind of big. And we don't have any blockers here. He can definitely have the deuce. On the right table it was a limped pot, and then we donked on the flop, and then bet turn, bet river. Obviously very kind from him that he lets us see the flop with this hand. Queen 10-9-8 single suited. I'm unsure whether or not we should cold call in the cutoff. Okay. On the left I c-bet, and once again I'm not entirely sure, because if I get check raised I'm obviously in a very tough spot, but he should not check raise, or I don't expect him to check raise me that often. Yeah. So now I'm going back to 100. Because, yeah, this just looks way better over there. Five, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I think it's actually a low EV open. So let's put those here and open the 100 Zoom tables. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here on the left, I have 3-bet ace, ace, jack, 9 single suited. I check back. Yeah, I have to look this spot up. Goes full pot now. Yeah, the problem is that because he plays a 52 VPIP, that he has a 4 much more often than the average regular, and I don't block any of his continuing range really. and I don't want to call a check raise, and I don't want to bet fold either. So I go for the check back, and obviously the turn was quite bad for me. I didn't notice any timing tells from this player, but in general I try to look for timing tells. So okay, going to call with ace 10 10 8. So we have an ace, we have a 10, we have an 8, and we have a backdoor flush draw. I don't really want to bet fold this. And we have showdown value against some parts of his range on the left table. Yeah, I'm of course calling a turn bet now. Hoping for, I guess, an 8 would be good. Now I have the supreme straight blockers. I have some showdown value, but not really. I think I'm going for it. I think actually with the overpair I don't have to do it. Yeah. Okay. I think solver prefers to bluff with less showdown value because we actually beat his bluffs. But let's review this one. Because we still have worse hands in our range, I think. So we call the turn bet. Call the turn bet, which was quite big, and that's also, I think, maybe a tell. And then I'm only really representing straights on the river. I mean, of course I can also have the occasional 9-9. But mostly what I'm wrapping, and 7-5 was actually a straight on the flop, so I don't have that in my range. So that leaves me with only 10-7 as the straight. Make a tricky check back on the right table. On the left I'm potting naked top 2. Folding against the raise, and on the right side, do I have a value raise? I don't think so. I mean, in theory it should be a value raise, but yeah, exactly. We win against bluffs like this one. Checking back on the left. Nice. And yeah, on the right, I think actually I like my check back in hindsight because we are representing very thin when I think about it on this river. So only one straight gets there, which is 10-7. And obviously I block that very nicely. But at the same time, with my 2 10s, I have showdown value. Checking with my king high flush on the left. And I guess just calling down. Yeah. Okay. So I will call him down unless the board pairs. Okay, the board did pair. And we win. Nice. Against Ace Jack 9-9. It's unfortunate that the board pairs. It's so unfortunate. Ah. So here on the left side I go for a small protection bet. Get raised, of course. Yeah, against this player, very weird merge raise post drop. Okay. Maybe I should not fold just yet. Okay, but now I definitely fold. And on the right, I think the deuce is a very bad card for me to lead. And yeah, I think he can bluff and value bet on the river quite thin. So that's why I went for the triple check / trap. Okay. King Jack on the left. Open-ended and backdoor flush draw on the flop. Now a pair of jacks on the river. Don't think I want to bluff. He has a set, okay. I think he would have called. Yeah. Here we have a 77-19 guy. I think that justifies the preflop station note. Yeah, going to call on the left, trying to hit well, and we do. Top two. Split pot, that's good. calling on the right against a short open. Hello in the chat, some person from Asia, China maybe? Where are you from? Can you tell me? And thanks for the good luck wish. On the right hand side, certainly calling. Gut shot to the nuts, backdoor nine flush draw. Now a double gut shot, or open-ended, whatever you want to call it. On the king I don't get paid, and king 10 is still possible. Yeah, this is a fold now, I think. Jack, Jack, 10, 7 single suited. We have a double gut shot. Jack high flush draw. Definitely going for a c-bet. I don't have a pair blocker. I am dominated by some higher flush draws. And I have a minimal amount of showdown value with my jacks. He can have a naked king high flush draw, he can have 8, 9, 10 jack. Okay, I block that heavily. Yeah. Okay. Ace 8. Yeah, I'm going to just c-bet my hand. Half pot. Queen Jack 7 7 single suited. This hand I'm open raising, and here on the right I'm calling an open raise. 6 7 8 9 single suited. Probably not GTO, but against this player I want to be in the mix. And yeah, against the squeeze I'm calling. I have a bad rep. I think I don't want to bet in case I'm up against King Queen Jack. I'm extremely dominated. I don't draw to the nuts. I don't want to bet fold this, for sure not. Now this is extremely obvious what I have if I raise now. And I think And now it gets dicey. Do I want to jam here? I don't think I'm going full pot. But yeah, I still want to bet this. Queen 10 9 6. We have an 8. Just an 8. It's a fold. On the right we now hope for a call, I think. We get the fold. It's a little bit unfortunate, but yeah. Maybe jamming there is the better play. On the turn, I mean. So there are a lot of straightening cards that are potential scare cards for him. The king is quite a bad card. I mean, deuce 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I would say those cards are all good. And the 9 is obviously very good. Yeah, but there are also a lot of straight cards. The question is, does he call me? And the thing is, he also might have some equity with a hand with aces and a gut shot. Then he would have also quite a few outs. Yeah, tough spot for sure. I mean, difficult in my opinion. Ace, Ace, King 5 double suited. And Ace, Jack 9, 8 double suited. 2 premiums. I flop bottom 2 pair on the right table. I don't like calling on the turn. Our hand has very little potential. Ace, Ace, Jack 7 single suited on the right table. Going for the 3-bet, of course. This guy, I think, looks like a regular, actually. Let's see if Ares wants to call. He does want to call. Okay. Going for full pot. And checking back on the left. Quite naked aces. Bet folding on the left. Yeah, getting it in on the right. Let's hope for some clean run out. 42% against a pair and a flush draw. We hold on the first, I think, yeah. And we hold on the second one as well, wow. 5-3 gets there, but no, I'm not. Yeah, nice. Get some good value with my overpair of aces. I could have even bet full pot on the river, but yeah, that way it's fine as well. What did this guy have here? It's really unfortunate that this hand replayer doesn't work for me on Pokerstars. Nine, 8, 7, 6 trips hand might be too big on river. He's really nitty, so you could definitely make him fold Queen Jack in that spot. I mean, I don't really want to talk too much about specific players. But his fold to river bet percentage was not that high, so I don't think he's like an extreme nit on the river. So I assume he calls Queen Jack basically like a snap call. And I'm quite sure of that actually. But then obviously I want to also get called by pocket aces with a straight blocker, maybe a straight and a pair blocker, something like ace, king, queen. I think is a good call in theory. You block the full house, you block the straight, and I can definitely have a few busted draws, but yeah, you're right, maybe I should bet smaller. But betting small on the river in position is also not really a thing, but yeah, could be actually good. Yeah, I want to look into this hand later, because also on the turn maybe a shove is better. Calling on the right. And now checking back. Nice, we win. Okay, very aggressive bluff on the turn. On the right table I have the note that he's very aggressive, so I'm going to call. And he has a boat, that's fine. Okay. On the right table I'm going for a full pot size bet on the turn as a bluff. We block the straight and the flush. And on the left table calling with a overpair and a flush draw. Okay, we get check raised on the right. Easy fold now, of course. And he checks back on the turn. I will check on the river with my overpair and we actually win. Okay, nice. Very cool. Ace, jack, deuce, deuce. 3-betting on the right table. Ace, king, king against the ISO raise by him. And stack to pot ratio is a little bit over 2. I think I can pot with my gut shot. Okay, yeah, definitely going all in on the turn. Actually, it's a very good turn in my opinion. Unless he has the 10, of course. But yeah, I think a flush draw is also very likely, or some wrap kind of hand, so it's unlucky to run into that. Dari Den. Hello, do you recommend any site or free tool for learning Omaha from scratch? So yeah, you can look on the YouTube site of Jane Anders, I would say, or the PLO Mastermind. There you can find a lot of, yeah, also videos for beginners. So they talk about which hands you should open raise and what makes a good starting hand in PLO. So I can also talk about that a little bit. So the 3 components are like that you want to have high cards in your hand, that the cards should be connected in your hand, and then lastly that, do I want to see bet here? I think I can. Then lastly that you're that you should be double suited or at least single suited, so the more suits the better. And then yeah, you have high cards and connected cards, so ace, king, queen, jack double suited is obviously a very strong hand, or 3, 3, 4, 6. Can I open raise this in the cutoff? Not sure. And yeah, this is basically what makes a good starting hand, but then it's obviously much more than that. But things like that, they have a few videos about that, I think. And then also guys like Luke Botter, he makes some videos also for beginners, some play and explains. Yeah, so I mean, there's not too many Omaha material on YouTube, I think. I mean, nothing compared to Hold'em, of course. Yeah, but that's the free tools, I would say. Yeah, that's about all that I could, yeah, tell you about the free stuff. Here I'm betting with my open-ender to the nuts and the second nut flush draw. I don't think betting on the turn is great. Okay, now we have the flush. And I think I have to value bet. Question is how big. To go this sizing here. We get check raised. Yeah, I think we have to fold. Not blocking any pairs. We are obviously capping ourselves on the turn, so we should be careful. I think it's very difficult for players to exploit that, or maybe not so difficult, but then to actually do it in practice is not that easy, I think. And then if you want to invest some money, I would recommend the PLO Mastermind. That's where I learned for the first time how to play PLO. But that's, I don't know, $150 a month. So what you could do is, if you have a month of spare time where you don't have a lot of stuff to do, then you can get it for 1 month and then hustle through and learn like a few hours every day. And then this should be a lot of value. So that's basically what I did. Okay. So I think solver wants me to bet here on the left. I feel quite uncomfortable betting, but yeah, if solver wants to do it, then I will do it as well. Not a great run out, of course, and ooh. Ace, king, queen, 10, king, jack, 10, queen. Yeah, I'm going to bet here. Okay, my bluff got catched this time. Yeah, so I think on the river he can very well slow play the queen high straight. So I expect him to do this a lot of the time. But then he also has a hand like Jack 10 or 10-10 even, that he doesn't check raise, which is completely reasonable if it's naked. Or he can have, what can he have? Like any queen X obviously makes this trade. So maybe my bet sizing was also a little bit too big. Maybe I should go slightly smaller there. And then I probably have even worse hands to, in my range to bluff there. Yeah. Here on the right table we flopped top set. And he donks for full pot. Going to call. Then win the flush. Unfortunately now I block one of my outs. Thank you, Derry Dan. I can need the luck for sure. Yeah, easy fold I would say on the river. So this is today's graph. So we are down $280, running a little bit below EV again. It's not a problem. Not timing out would be good with the aces. Okay. We flop top set. Snap folds. Maybe I should go smaller there next time. King Queen 3-3. This is definitely a call against the 3-bet. But that's not the flop that I was hoping for. Easy fold, of course. And we have Kelvin in the mix from Canada. Calling with Jack-Jack. And against the 1/3 bet, I'm calling once again. Now I turn the straight blockers. Okay. I have a gut shot, I have the 7, I think I have to call. Now I have top set, and I think he will actually check back, yeah. So maybe I should donk actually, but don't think it makes a lot of sense to do it. I'm value betting here on the left table with ace king. And yeah. But he can still have 10-8 and 8-7, and those hands he will value bet again. So then I can check raise with my jacks. So I think a check is better in general. So here on the left table I'm betting one big blind. Now betting a little bit bigger. How big do I want to go? 2.5 is good, I think. Ace 10, 9, 7 single suited. Let's just call and play post flop. Okay, so ace jack on the left table, going for a one big blind bet, trying to get weaker hands to call. Yes, I also grinded no limit for the longest time, or for the most time I actually played no limit. I started playing PLO 4 years ago roundabout, but now I only play PLO nowadays, or almost only. Very rare that I play no limit hold'em. But yeah, I played like online tournaments. I played sit and goes. Back in the days, the $1.80, the 180 players sit and goes with I think $2.50 buy-in. I grinded those for quite some time, and then I started playing cash game no limit. Started at 1 cent, 2 cent or something, and then I played quite a few hands at 25 cents, 50 cents. And then I also played a lot of live no limit hold'em. But yeah, I actually didn't do too well in no limit hold'em, live poker. I mean, I won a little bit of money, but not the huge success. Get 3-bet here, big blind versus small blind. I don't really have a leading range on 9-6 deuce. Hey Bamboo Shark, welcome in the chat. So king queen 8-8 double suited on the left. I'm just c-betting, hoping for a fold. Now that I don't get the fold, he appears to be like quite the station player, so not going to barrel. And I want to call here. Okay. So we actually made 2 pair on the river. I got him dominated. And yeah, I would have got a full pot size bet paid by him if the flush would have hit. Yeah. Now 5, 6, 7, 8 double suited, open raising. Remorseful Holdemites. That's like quite the eloquent saying, I would say. Never heard that before. But yeah, I mean, for most people, once you start playing Omaha, you don't want to go back to Hold'em. Yeah, not too much going on here, playing wise at the moment. Queen Jack 8-7, it's just a call, I think. Yeah, I have to fold quite a lot now, but that's fine. Maybe we can 3-bet here on the left table. We can actually squeeze. It's not too bad. We get 1 fold and a call. 7-3-3. I think that's low enough where we can see that our entire range against him. He shouldn't really have a lot of 3x in his range, in my opinion. Now this is super annoying that he does that. Yeah, I can't really call here. But yeah, he is actually extremely aggressive. So I wish I would have aces. So what kind of hand should he have here? But when he has the king high flush draw or the nut flush draw, then I'm still dominated a lot, so I can't call. So this might be a good reason to actually check back the flop, but I also don't expect to get check raised there often. Just very ugly overall. So yeah, I don't think he was very strong in that spot. Okay, so I'm making a short break now. I'll be back in around 5 minutes. So. Okay, so. Yeah, let's start the timer here. Yeah, let's go. So, gonna be back soon. Okay, I'm back. Jack 10 10 7 trip suit. Let's fold. Ace Ace 9 3 double suited. Easy open. Let's hope for a 3-bet one time by Grandpa Chu maybe. And we have double suited, I mean we have the nut flush draw to go with our overpair. Of course calling the full pot lead. Now on the turn I hope he doesn't fire again. And he does. Yeah, I only have the flush draw and an ace. Don't think it's good enough to call. I mean, we don't get the pot odds. That's basically what it comes down to. Very unfortunate. Okay, let's go back to the 200 Zoom player pool. It looks slightly more interesting than this one. He has 1.7 big blinds behind. Great flop, of course. No, we don't want to run it twice. He cashes out in this pot. What the hell is wrong with him? Oh man, how can you cash out in this pot? Jesus Christ. Going for a c-bet now. Jimmy Smooth. I don't think our hand is good enough to go for two more streets, but now yeah, definitely calling this on the river. Nice, very nice. He finds the extremely loose flop float, which is yeah way too loose. And then he bluffs on the river. Cool. So how do we note this? Okay, extremely aggressive out of the small blind. So I'm going to call with Jack Jack 8-5. Is this a bet? Okay, we get it through. Yeah, not too convinced this is correct. Okay, so we will move those on the right, on this side here. Play the other pool. Let's see. So this is okay. on the left, this one on the right. Okay, ace 8 7 5 double suited, yeah, going all in against him. We have 76.6%. Can we hold? Nice, very cool. Okay. Ace Jack 3-3, we don't want to time out with this hand. And here now against the delay bluff or bet for full pot, I don't think it's a bluff very often. So Ace 10 8 8 single suited. I believe this could be a 3-bet at least. Okay, c-betting our entire range for half pot now. Calling a jam, of course. Wow, okay. Yeah, I can't really call a bet either, so that's nasty spot. Now do I have the pot odds? No, I don't. Don't have the pot odds. 67 to win like 220. Yeah, I don't think I have the pot odds. Yeah, no, I don't have it. Yeah, unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay, so a little bit of a spewy hand here on the right. Ace 10 8 8 single suited. First of all, the 3-bet is very loose, of course. Flop c-bet is completely standard, and then on the turn I'm not sure what to do exactly. But I don't want to check call, I don't want to check and yeah, lose control over the hand. I rather bet fold, although this is also nasty, of course. Ace King 8-6 double suited. Once again I will go for the 3-bet. Not the greatest flop. Now I have to check here with my naked gut shot. Hopefully bear checks back. Nope, he does not. We have a lot of short stacks here in the pool. I don't like that. Of short stacks here underway. Let's see where we are on the leaderboard. Ooh, we are actually in 11th place, but this is no good. There we're in 24th place. So it's actually quite close to be in the money here for the leaderboard, but not quite. But maybe we can get there. King 8-7-5 double suited. Okay. Now against this sick Bauer, I'm going to call. Although, like, this hand will get me in a lot of trouble. Yeah. With this many people, let's just fold. And here this guy. Yeah, we definitely have to call against such an extremely wide 3-better. And now we will probably face a c-bet, and I will raise to 20 or 21. Let's go 21. We see the fold, unfortunately, but I would also bluff there. He calls the button way too much, and I don't want to play out of position with this hand, so I'm going to fold. Okay, we face another 3-bet, and he's extremely aggro out of the blinds. And we get another guy to come along here, so this could be... This is actually very dangerous now. Top and bottom pair stack to pot ratio is over 4. Yeah, I'm checking this back. Naked top and bottom pair. And now I'm certainly betting. Question is how big. I think going big is the way to go. And now he check raises. But yeah, at this point I'm not folding. Definitely not folding. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. Very, very big pot here actually. We are ahead. No club, no club. No, that's a straight for him. Ah. Ooh. Huge pot there. We were quite ahead. Very, very big pot. So let's see how much equity we had on the turn. So on the turn we had 63%. That's not too bad, but yeah, obviously most of the time you are going to split when you run it twice there with these percentages. But yeah, very big pot. Over $700 pot, I think. $18.5, okay. King, queen, 4-3 trip suit, I think is a call in position. And yeah, I'm going to start betting here against XPT boy. Let's see what he does. Okay, he check raises me. I'm going to call. Very bad turn for me, for my hand. Yeah. I think for that price I cannot fold. He could still be bluffing, and I have a king obviously as an out. Yeah, okay. Now I'm done with the hand. But yeah, with his small turn bet, let's look at this hand in a solver maybe. could be helpful. Because I don't want to overfold there against him. I think he's quite a good regular. So I want to be careful and not like give up too many hands. Jack 7-5, I call against an extremely aggro player pre-flop. We flop an over pair and a gut shot, and he goes half pot. So when he does that, I think he's full of shit. And he has basically nothing. But there's not really any reason to raise. I would raise with a weaker hand maybe. Now full pot. Okay, we have no flush draw. Only the gut shot. It's not good enough. Yeah, more tough hands here. Ace, King, Queen, Jack. Against a short stack, going to 3-bet, and also 3-betting against the button player here on the right. Let's show both hands. No, run twice, please. And on King 9-4. Let's bet half pot. He folds, cool. Ace Jack 6-6 double suited. Yeah. Now I have to go back to the $100 player pool. Wow, Ace Jack 10-9 double suited. What the hell? What a beauty of a hand. Okay. Flop the naked nut flush draw on 6-5-3. Why did I? Yeah, I still have the pot odds here to call. Actually, let's play a few more hands here, but not too many. Yeah, here we have to fold, I think. Ace 10-10-4 is also probably a call. On the right, you didn't see that. King 7-5, what the fuck? He does a lot of weird stuff, for sure. But King 7-5, I mean, he has an overpair, flush draw, and gut shot. Actually, just replayed the hand, missed the first half, and his line seems okay. Yeah, I agree. This line seems okay, but in general, he's quite spewy, I think. And yeah. Yeah, I agree. I also think his hand is played fine by him. Okay, ace jack 4-3, flopping nothing. Now I have an ace, and I'm definitely calling this bet now. Probably lose now, most likely. And the bet of 2. Oh no, Pokerstars is lagging. Okay, it's back. Good. So this is the 50-cent $1 table here. And then we get the other table as well. Oh man, why is this lagging now? 10-7-4-3 is a fold, of course. So this over here. Okay. So we're now playing 100 zoom again. Okay. Open raising ace, jack 9-4 on the button. Yeah, basically nothing. I'm just going, going to c-bet. Unfortunately face a call. But on the right table, I am going to 3-bet my double suited aces. Oh, yeah, this is not working once again. I cannot highlight tables here. So range betting 1/3. Get the fold, that's great. Okay. Let's keep on grinding here. Ace 8-7-4. Yeah. With Klinsmann on the button. Jürgen Klinsmann. The coach of the German soccer team when I was a young child in 2006. So that's why I remember him. I was actually quite enthusiastic at that time about soccer, and now not anymore so much. When the German team lost against Italy in the semi-finals, it broke my heart. And after that, yeah, I was not so interested in the soccer games. Ace 9, 8, 7 rainbow is an open on the button. Ace King Jack 7 double suited, beautiful hand. let's 3-bet against Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee Jones, possibly. We face a cold call by Alexa Sweet. I don't know this player. From judging by the statistics, it could be a regular. And we flop naked open-ended. Or a double gut shot, technically, I guess. Going to check. And here, with a jack blocker on the right table, I'm betting. And against the very big bet by my opponent, I'm just folding right away. And then betting 12 on the right side, the right table. Unfortunately, he folds. Now ace 10, 9, 6 double suited against Jimmy Smooth. I guess just 3-betting. Yeah, I want to c-bet this board for half pot. Hope he folds. Nice. For some reason I did not think that he would fold, but that's obviously a great result. Okay. 17-0. That's 3 bets. Yeah, I mean, this is a GTO 3-bet, but I'm not sure if I should actually 3-bet against a player that is likely bad. Yeah. Probably just a big punt. I mean, it looks like an extreme punt, but I can show this in the solver. An ace with a pair is actually 3-betting 100%. So even rainbow ace 5-5 deuce or trip suit like I had it. We need to have fold equity to do that, and maybe in this instance it's fair to say that we didn't have the fold equity because most players are not folding. Queen, queen, jack 5 on the button. Of course, going to open raise. Well, as I said, I'm not really a fan of a soccer club now. But I live close to Frankfurt, so Eintracht Frankfurt is like the team that's where most of my friends are a fan of, or at least Timo is a big fan of. I'm not sure if you've seen the celebration by him. I show that sometimes when I win a big pot. But yeah, he's a huge Eintracht Frankfurt fan. And yeah, I mean, if he's in the stream, you can ask him and he can tell you more about it, because I'm not that into the Bundesliga in Germany. But when the German team plays in the World Championship, then I'm watching for sure. So on the right table, I called, and now I'm checking back and river the nuts. King, queen, queen 5, I'm calling, one bet. But yeah, okay. And now on the river, I'm going full pot. Could also go smaller. No, full pot. Okay. You play with me in Zoom 100, that's cool. What's your screen name here in the Zoom pool? So that would be cool if you tell me that, then I know against who I'm playing. My win rate is about 2 big blinds per 100, over 150,000 hands, I think. So yeah, I think that's actually quite realistic. So I'm not unhappy with that win rate, although it's of course low, but then there's obviously rakeback coming in. And with the rakeback, then you get an additional, I don't know exactly how much. I forgot, I did it once, the math, but it should be around like 4 or 5 4 big blinds maybe that adds to that win rate. So then it's 6 big blinds per 100, which is completely fine in my opinion. What's your win rate at 100 Zoom? And how long do you play 100 Zoom? And do you also play live poker? Yeah, I'm interested to hear something about you. Okay, I think my cat is hungry, so I will give her food. This should not take too long. So I get 3 bet, obviously a call. Now we will probably c-bet and I'm going to raise to 21. And I hope he folds right away. He does not fold, and yeah. On this turn I'm giving up with my combo. And now I think I'm actually jamming. Yeah, wish me luck. Huge bluff, obviously. Okay. Lol. Lol. Yeah. I have to fold now. Yeah. This one did not work out. And yeah, please tell me in the chat what you think about this bluff. Obviously very aggressive. So the cat has food and we can continue. So he was probably slow playing something, which worked out really well for him this time. Hesham Bucheri, I'm from Germany and I don't grind on GG because of the rake they have at the moment. I used to play on GG a lot when before Germany changed the poker law or the gambling law. Yeah, but now I don't think it's that great anymore. But yeah, if you don't live in Germany, then I think GG is a great option. Okay, I get 3-bet again by Klinsmann. And yeah, not folding this hand. Now we flop top 2. And we could actually see a pot size lead by him. Okay, we don't. Going to bet half pot. Let's see what he does. Okay, well, we get it in, of course. Let's sit out here and make this big screen. Okay, we're all in. Let's hope for the best here. What the fuck? What the fuck? How disgusting. This is really nasty, and yeah, he obviously, I think he thinks that I'm a huge bluffer. Otherwise it doesn't really make sense to check that hand on the flop, his hand. Yeah. Ooh, nice. I'm 4th on the leaderboard for the 200 Zoom game. Nice. That's really, really cool. Okay, let's first play the hands here. 87-33, ace queen jack 9. Let's 3-bet. Let's 3-bet over here as well. And we have nothing here. He goes all in. Should I go all in as well? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, it's a coin flip with a lot of dead money. That's a good spot now. And on the right table, I'm going for 1/3. Okay, get the fold. That's good. Unfortunately, lose on the other table. Yeah, not a great session. Now we flop top set on the left table. We go for a c-bet. And we go full pot on the turn with our blockers to the straight. Yeah, we're actually fourth here, and we get, if we remain fourth, then we get $200, which is obviously amazing. And now here on the river we can bet full pot with our top set. Let's hope that he calls us. Yeah, unfortunately he does not call us. Okay. So yeah, with only a few entries here in the pool, don't think it makes a lot of sense to keep on playing. Yeah, this doesn't make too much sense. So I'm coming back with the other tails here. This is a fold against a 3-bet 50 big blinds deep. So I'm going to do that. Okay, ace 8, 8, 6 double suited is a call against the squeeze. Very bad flop. Now we get 3-bet by Jimmy Smooth. Guess we try to flop a set and then stack him. Yeah, this doesn't happen this time, fortunately. Okay, Pokerstars is lagging a little bit here. Let's No, Germans are allowed to play on GG, but the rake is higher for Germans, and I don't think it's a great idea to play there anymore. I mean, in the beginning it was completely ridiculous, the rake, so they they were charging like 5% on every stack that you took away from the table, so, and that was in addition to the normal rake. So yeah, but now it's, I think, a little bit better, but still I'm not quite sure. And Pokerstars, they introduced the new rakeback system, where I get now 60% rakeback at the moment, which is awesome. So that's the main reason why I'm playing here at the moment. And ace jack jack 9 single suited. Could be a 3-bet, but I don't really want to do it. Okay, we face a c-bet and I'm going to raise. Don't have to go very big, but certainly want to raise middle set and nut flush draw. We face the call. We check back on the turn, and now on the river we have an extremely strong hand, and well, yeah, I'm just going for glory here, full pot. Get a snap called, awesome, and he had pocket kings. Ooh, I would say I got a little bit lucky there. And on Pokerstars I also get a little bit like rake back, quote unquote, from the leaderboards. So a few days ago I got like a $400 bonus from the leaderboard, and today I will likely get a $200 bonus. So, and then I get 60% rake back. So that's quite good, I would say. I'm going to 3-bet on the left, ace ace queen 8 single suited. Okay, and I'm going to c-bet my entire range here basically for half pot. Could also go a little bit bigger. Get the fold, nice. On the right table, certainly calling the nut flush draw. And now I go for the check raise. Now on the left table it's interesting. I faced quite a big stab. Now I have to call the turn. Nut flush draw, open-ended, potential set out, potential ace that could be good. The 10 is not going to be good. Ace queen, 8-3 single suited. Okay. So it's quite loose underway when it comes to pre-flop. Ace king 7-7 double suited. I think we want to 3-bet blind versus blind. We flop, I mean, on 4-5-6 you should have a big leading range. Queen 10-9 single suited, I'm calling. Yeah, I didn't want to face this, but because he's also so aggressive, I'm just jamming now with my 7 blockers. Nice, we get the fold on the right. That's awesome. Now, on the left table, I guess I'm just going to call. Okay, with my hand, if he goes that big, I think that's a mistake going for that sizing, but I have the straight with a set and the flush draw, so okay. If I would have had a weaker straight, then I would have called. But yeah, I think his bet sizing is not quite on point there in this specific hand. But yeah, I mean, this is all obviously a unique spot But big blind versus small blind, I think he can 3-bet me very wide. And that's also why I did not lead on the turn. Because he can still fire his bluffs on the turn. But then is he really going to fire on the river as well when I call the turn? I mean, it's kind of questionable. So I rather push some equity against when he has the quote-unquote naked straight, or like ace king 10 and okay. Hopefully we win on the left. No. Unfortunate. Jack, jack, deuce, deuce. 167 big blinds deep. We could actually 3-bet this against him. Let's do it. We can push out kings and queens from the blinds. And, well... okay, he donks. Nice. Then I can fold easily. But yeah, this one I also want to look up. So he obviously has a much wider raising range than GTO, and that was the reason for me to 3-bet, and we are very deep. So I can make a very, very disguised set with the deuces and also with the jacks. And I can push out like kings and queens from the small and big blind, which will pretty much always come along if I just call. Ace 10, 8, 8 trip suit. Let's call the small blind with this hand. Against half pot, I mean, this is very dubious what I'm doing here. And ace 9, 8, 5 against the squeeze. Ace 9, 8, 5 against the squeeze. I'm not sure if I should. I mean, the standard, I guess, is to call the squeeze. But I think my 9-8-5 combo is quite dominated by the cold calling range there, who has a lot of Jack 10-9 or King Jack 10 double suited. Ace Jack 6-4, I will call on the button. And we have rainbow aces, big blind versus button. Oh, now I have to squeeze, I think. Yeah. Now I have to squeeze. Ace Jack 6-4 with 2 backdoor flush draws. I want to check back. And yeah, on the right table we are all in quite a big pot, or potentially a big pot. Can still fold easily, which he does. Okay. Ace 9-5 deuce against a weaker player, calling the big blind. Against half pot, I have the backdoor, not flush draw. Against half pot, I might be able to call. Ace 9, 6, 5. Yeah, with 3-betting against him, for sure. We get 4-bet. This guy's 3-betting. Yeah, I think I have to call. Whew. Yeah, I'm going to fold here. I only have a 9 high flush draw, and I don't think I have the equity here required to stack off. But yeah. I'm losing a lot of pots right now. Okay. We flop the nuts and we block the board quite heavily. So, I mean, I even blocked the queen high flush. But is he bluffing against 2 players? Let's just raise. I mean, yeah. I expect to see a lot of folds there, but at the same time, that is slow playing really good there. I mean, maybe he just wants to bet in position. And I will make a short break now. And then after the break, either I keep on playing or I decide to quit the session and instead analyze the biggest hands. So he button 8%, that's GTO. So is this a GTO 3? Let's actually go for it. Okay. Ace, king, king, deuce. Is this really a 4-bet? Cut off his button. Maybe this is also just a punt. Could be. Check 4-4-3 double suited. I'm open raising on the button. We flop the completely naked bottom set. Going to check back. Now we turn a boat. I'm just going to call. Now I hope for a full pot bet. Should I raise against this? No, there are too many full houses out there, I think. Yeah, and he's on a bluff. Okay, that's good. We win some bluff money there. Yeah. Here on the river, this bluff should be very effective. Okay, good. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, so let's see how things are looking here. Yeah, I think I'm just quitting this session. I'm not extremely motivated to keep on playing, honestly. So yeah, let's just call it a session. We made progress in our rakeback challenge here. And we have a chest to open. Let's first show the result here. So refresh this. Yeah, so we lost 571 bucks. Also running a little bit below EV, but yeah, not a huge deal. Let's look into some of the biggest hands that we played. So we have one chest to open. So let's do this. Okay, $75 cash, very nice. And I would like to cut the delay now, but I don't know how to do it. So now I don't think that this works for some reason. When I go, okay, just type this in. Because it would be cooler if we could interact without a delay here. But yeah, this is not quite working. So yeah, let's just analyze the hands like this. So yeah, we close the client. And I think we are still, let's check the last time. I think we're still on our way to the leaderboard. So yes, we are number 4 here, and we probably get 200 bucks, which would be really, really cool. Okay, so we are here at 50 cents, $1. So let's start by looking at the biggest hands that I lost. So this one, I think here, 3-betting ace, king, king, 5 single suited, completely standard. And then we are 3-way, and stack the pot ratio is about 2.5. And I think we might, yeah, let's close the client now. I think we might have something like that in, let's stop the music here actually. So I will log into the PLO trainer now. And let's go. Let's make this big. So we 3-bet. This is post flop. It's like basically like a 3-bet pot. 100 big blinds. 3-bet pot. Button versus small blind versus big blind is good. And then the flop was 10-3 deuce, 10-5 deuce. I mean, 10-5 deuce is not as great for us, but let's see. So we had ace king king 5, so we had ace king king, a gut shot and a backdoor flush draw. So I thought it could go just full pot, ace king king 4. So ace king king with the gut shot. So with spades, we see that it wants to go half pot to get the other players to come along because our hand is extremely strong. And without the 2 spades, we want to go full pot mostly, yeah. Especially with the backdoor flush draw, which we did have. And with a single spade, yeah, it wants to go full pot and commit the money. And we did that. And yeah, then he calls. And his hand is very strong, of course, on the flop. And the turn, obviously very good for him, but with a stack to pot ratio of 0.5, I don't think we can do anything other than potting here. And he can have any flush draw or something like that. Yeah, quite standard, I would say. So let's go to the next one here. Ace 9 7 6, trip suited. Yeah, I mean this is also quite standard. His 3-bet preflop is good, I think. And then my call preflop should also be standard. And then he check raised me, and I bet half pot here. And he raised, we got the money in, and he actually is way ahead here with 67%. And yeah, he wins with the 8 on the river. So let's see how this plays out in the solver. Preflop is not so interesting, so let's jump right to postflop. 3-bet pot, small blind versus button. And the flop was 9-6 deuce. Do we have that flop? No. Let's look at a 9 high flop here. We do have 9-7-3. So he had a hand like king 6-7-8, I would say. It's like a similar hand, right? He had actually top pair and open-ended to the nuts. So king 9-8-6. King 9-8-6. Okay. With spades. And diamonds. He actually wants to check raise. Wow. Okay. I didn't think that the solver would want to do that. And with spades, it wants to go for half pot. But with the backdoor flush draw, then checking more. Okay, I don't really understand that. But yeah, obviously, I think my hand is just supposed to bet. Ace 9, 7, 6. Should be just betting top 2. Yeah. I don't think that we should slow play there without a spade, actually. Wow. Okay, I'm surprised by that, I have to say. Without any spade and without diamonds, it's actually like close to checking back with top 2 pair. Very interesting. Huh. So 7-9 is checking back 15%, so not very often. And then the lower 2 pair is obviously checking back more often, like 9-3, checking back 42%. Yeah. Okay. very interesting. But yeah, I think he played his hand fine, and me too. So let's go to the next one. Ace, ace, 8, deuce. Why is this not working? Okay, so here we actually got it in pre-flop. Okay, yeah, this is an amazing spot. We have 44% three-way, and heads up, we have ace, king, king, 4 completely crushed, equity-wise. And yeah, he flops a king right away. It's actually interesting on the turn that we get the spades, but no help on the river. And we lose this one. Okay, let's look at this hand. This was very interesting. So here, it's actually not the hand that I thought about. Okay, so we get 3-bet by this player. We call. The flop goes check, check. On the turn we call a bet. And on the river I check back with my showdown value. At least I think I have showdown value. So 100 big blinds, 3-bet pot. 8-6-4, I don't think we have that, no. We have 8-6-5, which 8-6-5 rainbow, cool. Then we can see also turns. So he should check a lot here on this flop, and I think ace 10 10 8 should be just quite a clear check back. So ace 10 10 8 is actually bluffing. Wow. I am surprised by that. I didn't think this hand would bluff. So the 8 is betting 69%. And our range is betting 64%, so very aggressive. That's probably the reason why I underestimated how aggressive we should be. Okay, so let's train this spot here. Ace king king 5. I mean, I would not bet this hand. Okay, good. 10 8 6 5. Yeah, I would value bet this one. Ace 8 deuce deuce. That's more of a natural bluff in my opinion. Yeah. And king king 8 deuce. Okay, this is a check back now. Top set, easy bet. King queen 3 4. I would check this one back. Good. Ace king jack 10. Wow. Ace king jack 10 is just a bet. Wow. I would have never thought that this hand would bet. I mean, usually we do not want to have an ace king jack or 10 because we want our opponent to have these hands, but this hand is betting? What the hell? I mean, we don't have any playability on turns. Okay, 10 10 deuce deuce. I think it's just a bluff. Yeah, we're bluffing very, very aggressively here with basically nothing. So queen queen 9 3 could also be a bet. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just a bet as well. Wow. Ace king 10 6. This is now a check back. Ace king 10 6. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know what to do here in this spot right now. Ace 7 7 4 is a bet. Ace queen 10 4. Bet. Okay, we have no value checking back basically. Jack 10 9 9. Here we have a gut shot to the nuts. Still betting. Ace king 7 5. This I think is checking back. Yeah, okay. That's a pattern that I know, that this kind of hand class wants to check back. Ace queen 10 deuce. Yeah, it's just betting everything here. Yeah, top set is betting. Ace 9 6 4. Probably betting. King jack 9 9 betting. Ace jack 7 deuce. Probably just betting. Okay, this is really crazy. King king queen 8. I don't think this wants to bet. Good. King jack 9 deuce seems like a bet. This as well. 3 pair. Okay, this one wants to check back. King jack 10 8 also check back. Okay, so we are more aggressive than I thought here. And yeah, I thought, well, I don't want to get blown off my equity here, but that's actually wrong. So on the flop, how we should think about it is we are quite often behind against aces, kings, queens or jacks. And this is, yeah. And then the value of checking back is not that high, and yeah. So I thought our hand is stronger than it actually is in reality. Okay. Okay. Let's also look at the winning hands. Okay, we didn't win really any big hands. So here I 3-bet aces and get cold called, and the other guy folds. Very weird. But yeah, on this flop with only 60 bucks behind, I think I can just go full pot. Should be not a problem. He should not cold call me with that hand. But yeah, I win both runs. So let's go to 200 zoom now. Yeah. Okay, so here are the hands that I lost, and I didn't win or lose any huge pots. So ace, ace, king, queen I lost against ace, jack, a3, yeah. That's a classic cooler. Pre-flop. Backdoor quads, we saw that. And then, yeah, let's look at ace, 10, 8, 8 single suited here. So I decided to 3-bet out of the big blind. Then I c-bet half pot on the flop and on the turn as well. And we are actually, how deep are we to start the hand? Yeah, 100 big blinds roughly. Okay. So let's look at that. So pre-flop is obviously extremely loose. Ace 10, 8, 8 is a 3-bet GTO. So I think it's good to 3-bet that. And then let's go post-flop. I think I can just c-bet my entire range on this. On this flop, king, queen, and a low card. King, queen, 4. Now I don't have the turns here, so I'm going to use king, queen, 8, which is a little bit different. So this is the spot. King, queen, 5, and then the 9. Yeah, okay, so let's look at this. I should c-bet 84% of the time for half pot. And ace 10, 8, 8. I mean, this is now set, so let's do ace 10, 9, 9. should bet half pot. Every combo, even without a spade, should bet half pot. Very aggressive here, the strategy. And if he calls, and the turn is a 9, I hope I have a 9. No, I only have the 9 of diamonds. But let's see. Okay, he only wants to bet full pot or check. And a lot of checking. Yeah. So this hand wants actually to check with nut spades. And then he will only face a half pot size bet in theory. And then he can still call against that bet. At least I assume that's how he plays. I mean, ace 10 7 7 is a wrap also, or has additional straight outs. Yeah, he just calls with the nut flush draw. Yeah, maybe I was too aggressive here and should just go for the more passive check call, because Jack 10 is such a big part of his range, right? Yeah, I made a mistake there. I thought I want to bet with my straight blockers, and yeah, exploitive wise I think he would bet full pot and then I have to fold my equity, but if he bets full pot he's anyway very strong, so then I don't mind folding the hand. I mean, the hands that he bets full pot with, if I check, they will jam over my bet and then I have to fold anyway, so this is actually I'm realizing this now, a very bad strategy, I think. And if he bets small, I can still call and realize my equity. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's actually, I learned something there, so that's very good. The ace 9 6 5. Let's look at how this should play out pre-flop. So we are 150 big blinds deep, let's say, and I 3-bet and called a 4-bet against Sig Bauer, who is a very aggressive player pre-flop. Then I whiffed the flop. I mean, I didn't whiff completely, but the 9 high flushes. Not enough, I don't think. I need 37% or something, and I don't think I have that on average because my flush draw is sometimes dominated. But pre-flop is interesting. So let's look at 150 big blind solution. Let's say, I mean, yeah, so open raising a cutoff range. Let's say I'm potting ace 9 6 5. Should be in there. Oh, it's actually just a call. I thought like this deep especially, it's a good 3-bet, but okay. Let's look at ace 8 6 5 instead, which is a better hand, but let's say he goes over the top and we have ace 8 6 5. And this hand is supposed to call in theory, so yeah, I think my call against the 4-bet is fine. He will not have only aces, I think, in that spot. So yeah, I can live with that hand. And this will be now the last hand, I think. We analyze. So here I open raised EP and checked back on ace 7 6 monotone, which is quite interesting. And then on the queen of hearts he bets 2/3, and then he goes full pot on the river, and I decide to hero call. Full blind to steal is only 46. So I think he has quite a lot of hands in the big blind when he calls. But let's see if I should defend this hand GTO, because I wanted to call GTO against him. 100 big blind single raise pot. EP versus big blind. Suits monotone. Do I have this? Yes, I do, but I don't have ace queen 9. I mean, in the spot it was ace 7 6, so I have to take ace 8 4 now. Ace 8 4, no leading, I think. Then, okay, let's see if our hand should actually. So we had ace queen jack deuce with a spade. Yeah, and our hand just wants to c-bet, take the more aggressive route. Yeah, I thought we are quite ahead against many hands that he can have, like jack 9 7 or something without spades. Those hands are completely dead. But I think we can still deny equity. We have more fold equity with the spade. Yeah, and it actually makes a lot of sense. Let's train this here for a little while. The jack high flush wants to check back. Okay. The 6 high flush as well. This hand I would bet actually. Okay, good. He had kings and queens to fold, which is nice. Some ace x to fold. The nut flush, I would say we should bet almost always. And then ace king 10 is a similar hand like mine. Ace jack 8, we block the middle set. He would check back with the 6 high flush. I think queen high flush, we should start building the pot. Ace jack 9, yeah. Ace 7 6 6, check back. Bet. Also bet, yeah. Okay, this is a check back now. Ace queen jack 9. So yeah, this is, I would say, okay, this is also c-bet. So this is quite intuitive. I think most players play this spot right. Okay. Yeah. So that's enough. Yeah, I don't want to run this simulation now, but I think I will do it tomorrow because I'm really interested. Should I call here on the river or not? So I thought, okay, am I checking back enough flushes on the flop that I can then only call them on the river? And he's also quite aggressive. I block a high flush, so maybe, but yeah, I will do that tomorrow. And then let's quickly look at the biggest hands that I won. So I just value 4-bet here, ace king queen queen against an extremely aggro guy who just randomly calls ace jack 8 7 single. Yeah, and then I hold quite standard, I would say. Yeah. So it was not the greatest session today, but yeah, I'm still somewhat happy with how I played. Yeah, but then see you in the next days at some point. And yeah, thank you for watching, and